Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about how we can just debug permissions issue in Salesforce Service Agent. So before get started, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. And I am in AgentForce agents, and we can just find that agents from the quick find. And if we just search for agents, we can find in the AgentForce Studio, we can find these AgentForce agents, and I have already created the service agent of type of service agent, calling it Bright Web Solutions. So this agent is basically handles like case queries, like based on the provided case number. This agent provides the case details to the users, like case updates, those kind of stuffs we can just perform using this agent. And if I just open this agent, so we can see that it's having, I have already assigned it to a topic and actions as well. So let me just quickly go through this topic. So it's basically handles the user queries about the case updates based on the case number provided. So user will provide a case number, and based on that case number we can find the case details. So here are some basic instructions that I have already added, like retrieve the case details using the provided case number, then verify the case number provided by the user before proceeding. Those kind of instructions are there. And in here added these topic actions, like these are the topics actions, like adding a case command, then creating a case, get contact details, then close a case, get the case summary, then finally get case by a case number. So today I'll be demonstrate, like based on the case number we will be getting the case details. So in that case it will take this action, this topic action, like get case by a case number. And if I just open this action, and we can find that this is a flow, and it will just get the case by the case number. And we can see that this is the agent instructions, like returns a case associated with the given contact record and the case number. And from this we can understand, to get the case details we just need to provide the contact details and the case number, right? So let me just write the prompt and see what happens currently, and what are the permissions issue we'll be facing and how to debug that. So let me just close it, and we can just write the prompt in the chat, get the case details for the case number, for the case number, this one, okay, this one ending with 1048. And if I just click on enter, we can see that it's asking for the contact email address, right? Could you please provide the email address associated with the case? This will help me to retrieve the details for you. And we can find that so here are this list of actions are being used. And to get the case details we just need to provide the email address of the associated contact record. And here is the case record, and here is the contact email. So let me just copy this email, and we want to, so let me just provide the email address. And now we are getting this issue error. So it seems that there was an issue retrieving the case details for the provided case number. This might be due to a technical error in the system. So it's not basically not telling us what is the specific issue is happening, means what is the reason why it's not being retrieved. And if I just see in here, we can see that in the list of 6 actions added into that topic, it's taking the action, like get case by the case number, is taking the right action. And in here we can see that this is the case, and it's taking the contact email address as well, but it's not showing the showing the output, and it's saying the error like an error occurred while executing a flow interview. So what we can do now, we just need to understand few things like on clicking on this gear icon. So first of all, let me just show you like for this agent action. So this is the agent action currently is going to be used like a get case by a case number. And as I was talking, like we just need to get the contact record and the case number, right? So what are the objects associated with for this action, like contact object and then the case object. So these are the two objects are associated with this action. So this is the first understanding, first point. And the second point is like on clicking on this settings gear icon, we can see the agent details here. So in here we can see this agent user. So as like Salesforce normal user, each agent having a specified user created. So when this user got created, like when we are just creating a new agent, we can assign an existing user for the agent are the being getting created, or we can just create a new user, agent user. So currently the agent user is Einstein service agent user, and it's a and and so for this user all the permissions, like all the object permissions needs to be there in order to get in order to retrieve all the information from the Salesforce database, right? So now I will just go and find the user, and so I'll be just click on this gear icon, and I'll be just search for the users, and on E we can find. So this is the user like Einstein service agent user, and the username test CLI agent. So where from the username we can find from here only. So in the bracket we can just see this is the username of the agent user. So this is how we can just find the agent user. And if I just open it, so this is assigned like user license as Einstein agent, and profile is Einstein agent user. And we can find that these are the like permission set is assigned to it, and these are the permission set group, and these are the permission set licenses assignments are there. And in here, so what are the objects are needs to be provided, the access needs to be provided, we just need to provide those object access through the permission set. So we can just create a new permission set, or we can just utilize this existing permission set as well. So from this permission set we just need to go the object settings, and we just need to find the objects. Like first one, what are the objects being used again, like contacts object and then case object. So I'll just find the first object, contacts. And now we can see that in for this contact object all the permissions are given, like read, edit, read, create, edit, delete permissions, and all the field permissions are also there. But if I just go again and search for cases, so from the object list we can just click on these cases. Now in the cases object we can see none of the permissions is given. So this is the reason we not able to retrieve the case record. And if I just provide the access to this user, through this permission set, I am just providing the read and edit access, and I'll be just click on save. And if I just go to the agent builder again, and if I just create a new session, and if I just search again with the prompt like find the case details for the case number this, and it will ask for the, okay, couldn't find any details, the case number is incorrect. Okay, let me just refresh this again. and we just need to provide the email address associated with this contact for the case. Now we can see that all the case details that we are just going to find, and we can see that the correct action is being taken, and we can see that all the case record, all the case informations, and we can see the case details like subject, item missing from the product package, what is the status, created date, last modified date, those kind of case details we can find. So this is how we can just debug the permissions issue. So we just need to understand what are the objects being utilized and what are the fields. Sometimes the object permission is given, but if you created a new field and you are just referring the new custom field in the prompt from for which the permission is not given, so in that time we will be just getting that issue. So currently there is no proper debug approaches are available, so this is how we can just currently find um, issues for the permissions for specific to an agent. So this is a simple approach, and we just need to understand what are the objects and fields are interlinked with the actions. That's all. So thanks for this thanks for watching this tutorial, and I will be uploading more tutorials on Salesforce Omni Studio and data cloud topics. And if you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.